Amuse me.
Amuse me.
Hello guys.
No! This cannot be!
I didn't even do anything impressive yet, so introducing the hat.
This cannot be!
Shut up, Oryx. Anyways, we're going to be doing something pretty special this time, and we're going to bring out my magic wand.
No! This cannot be!
Alright, since you won't shut up. Hello guys, Hyeperion here, back with another ST set showcase, and as you guessed it, it's the Court Magician Sorcerer set. I know what you guys are thinking. How did I get this set so early? Did I buy it? Well, yes. I know a lot of you guys were inspired by how far I got as a free-to-play player, but lately I just couldn't keep it up. With the lack of vault and character slots as an active content creator, it was hard to keep up with my content. A prime example is item reviews. Since my vaults and slots were filled up, anytime a new item gets released or I want to showcase something, it's very likely I would have to kill one of my 8/8 characters just to showcase it, and that's very taxing, and I really love making item review videos. But don't let that hide the fact that you can get very far in this game free to play. Before I spent the bling bling, I had 11 character slots and 12 vaults in a matter of 2 years, just from daily logins. That's plenty for a normal player, more than enough I'd say. Anyways, I also began a new account experience where I start fresh. I don't even take any donates or cheap trades, and most importantly, I am free to play in that. So you guys can see my journey there. I won't call myself pay to win, I call myself pay to content. Okay, back to the Sorcerer set review. This set hasn't been released to the wild yet, but as a certified Decker partner, I can tell you guys the general location of where this set will drop. It'll drop in the Puppet Master's Theatre and Puppet Master's Encore. Kinda obvious when you're thinking about a magician, tricky, puppet, jester, I don't know, I just felt. My guess is the one will drop from the theater boss, the scepter will drop from the encore boss, the ring will drop from the encore minions, and the robe will drop from the treasure room in the theater. Let's hope I'm right. Either way, I will pin a comment in the description saying where each piece will drop from, and when they get publicly released. Let's cover each item now. First up is the magic wand. What's funny was when I found out this set was for Sorcerer, I was like, it would suit the wizard more, but then yeah, magic wand. Looking at the card, it has 40 to 140 damage. It's on the lower side of the spectrum. It also has a decreased 7.2 range, which is not bad. I mean, 7 range is plenty, although it's quite calm and soothing sniping with the 9 range of the tiered ones. The shots have a bunch of traits. It hits multiple enemies, passes through obstacles, and it boomerangs as you can see here. I guess the passing through obstacles trait goes in line with the magical theme this set is going for. It also has a 150% rate of fire, which is quite a lot. With the boomerang shot, it looks pretty nice. Oh, another thing, the shots now just look like, I don't know, like some weird rectangles with red and black dots, but with the full set equipped, your shots become cards, and that is super cool. It is the reason why I chose this set out of the others. The boomerang shots make it look like you're quickly shuffling cards, and the patterns are just amazing. They even bothered to put the 4 suits, the clubs, the diamonds, the heart, and the spades. Is this one good though? Let's head to the DPS calculator. It's the white line on the graph. It's not really that great by just straight looking at this, but it beats out the tier 13 one up until 41 defense, and remember, it has fair range, which a lot of the stronger ones lack. But then again, you don't need too much range. These other ones offer good enough range. This one does have the pass through obstacles trait, but that only matters in the highlands where there are a bunch of trees and you need to hit the event god. Do note that the boomerang shots do not mean you hit the enemy twice, as it's the same shot, it's just coming back to you. So the wand is just average. I like it just for its looks. The Lightshow Scepter, oh boy. I'm telling you right now, this will disappoint you. Plus 10 wisdom for 3 seconds. Interesting, cause sorcerers need wisdom. But then we got minus 30 mana for 3 seconds too. There's a reason for that, which I'll get to when we cover the full set. The scepter hits 3 targets and hits for 200 damage with the base wisdom and no damage drop off either. And finally, it costs 125 mana to use. So on its own, it has terrible scaling with wisdom, giving 6 damage for wisdom. And it costs 125 mana. And you lose 30 mana on use, which means its mana cost is 155. It's weak and it costs so much. Is there anything to redeem it? It gives 10 wisdom on use, so you might use this scepter then swap to another and utilize the wisdom to do boosted damage. But wait, That's 155 mana to give 10 wisdom to your other scepter, basically making that other scepter do like what, 200 more damage? How about instead of doing that, you can just use your 155 mana to do 2 more scepter blasts doing much more damage. The scepter on its own is just plain useless, but it has a function with the full set which I'll mention soon. The Magician's Robe, 30 HP, 12 defense, 6 dexterity, 6 wisdom and minus 50 MP. 30 HP and 12 defense doesn't make it a beefy robe, just average. The 6 dexterity and wisdom seem promising for DPS, but you gotta factor in that minus 50 mana. A lot of the robe classes use the mana to assist in DPS, in this case the Sorcerer. So this robe isn't great at anything at all, except maybe with the 6 dexterity it might go well with a self-buffing Mystic benefiting more with the Berserk. Finally we got the Performer's Hat. This was another piece of the set I like. It gives you 70 HP, 4 wisdom and 4 dexterity. Not bad but not great. But not bad. It has some passive effects too. On taking damage there's a 15% chance to spawn a decoy rabbit for 5 seconds, with a 20-second cooldown. It's just a basic random decoy. It can be helpful but not that much since it's a random occurrence. There's also a 15% chance to spawn a dove to assist you in combat for 5 seconds. Also with a cooldown of 20 seconds it deals 200 damage every half a second. So pretty much 400 DPS. The way it works is it's similar to a cave dweller trap where it automatically shoots enemies nearby. And it has about 5 tiles of range, so it's not reliable and it's not too useful due to its limited range. Either way, this ring is pretty cool, it's not amazing for sure. So that's all the items covered. None of them really function well on their own except maybe the wand and the ring, but they still underperform a fair bit. Some of these items do change when you have the full set equipped, so let's see what the full set looks like. Having the full set turns into this magician bunny. It looks small to me, but I like it either way. I mentioned the shots look amazing with this set. You end up with 70 attack, 44 defense, which is a little on the beefy side, 60 speed, a nice 75 dexterity, which is pretty cool, 75 vitality, and a monstrous 135 wisdom. Wow. You have 770 HP, which is and only 150 mana. Enough room for one blast of the scepter. We have 150 mana, and when you use this scepter you lose 30 mana for 5 seconds. That means after you use it, you are capped at 120 mana for 5 seconds, and guess what? The scepter costs 125 mana, so that means you can only use your super strong blast every 5 seconds. That is horrendous. Yes, the scepter blast is strong, but not strong enough to make you forget about that 5-second cooldown. It is not worth it. 13 targets, you almost never hit that many except in like Nest or Abyss. Cool, but hey, my Devastation Scepter does 1100 damage on 2 targets, and I can at least use it. What about its DPS? Here I bunched up some generic sets, and it's okay. Wanna know what the other sets have? No cooldown on the Scepter, meaning pretty much all of them do better in DPS. This set isn't even good petless. Overall, the entire set is actually bad. There's underwhelming like the Pirate King Warrior set, but this set is bad. Its saving grace is an okay wand. That's about it for my showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed my semi-rant, but I believe it has to be done. ST sets are hard to get. You need 4 pieces. After grinding all of them, you'd want something at least half decent or playable along with the cool set sprite.